Hello, hello, folks of SpeedGaming 3. We are just about to get started here. My voice started coming through and absolutely deleted everything on my mind as that
Yeah.
kind of happens.
I think.
So we have muted the Twitch stream, and now I can think.
Would you like to try that again?
Yeah.
Take two.
It is funny how that psychologically works when you hear yourself talking. Just
Take a deep breath and try again, Baja.
So it's been a minute actually, probably not since the Prime tournament that I've done any commentary. So, all right. Anyways, we are just about to get started. Our racers have been sent off in the race room for this Echo's weekly randomizer race. I am Baja Blood, joined in the booth by Marion, and off on the tracking. How are you doing today, Marion?
Oh, my friend, I can't complain too much about it. We're here. It's a beautiful month of November. Fall is starting, and we have a light beam screw attack space jump start with a randomized location. What could be more asked for?
It has quite a few items, and just Aegon, although just Aegon could still be some somewhat cursed starting locations.
I call this Aegon Agony, Part 1. Oh, they're already in double path.
Okay, so yeah, we got a very low health battleground fight almost certainly coming up here. Doomed Entry is available to us as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. We got space jump. We just do the do a slope jump off the trooper and get up top. But what do we have here? Our Echo Dark Visor. Oh,
don't love that. Getting this Incash with 99 health in a suit is actually not fun. Screw attack certainly helps.
Yeah, like you said, it's tight on the health though.
Yeah, you do not have much Dark Aether time. Light Beam luckily will make this fight a little bit quicker than it could be. Sometimes this can be actually a really cursed start if you don't get Light Beam.
Oh yeah. Especially on the lab side where Light Beam is like, you need it to get through and get out.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, finishing up with the settings. So yeah, we have random start. We're going to have random two-way elevators. We're going to have random translator gate colors. New this week, we have started turning on final bosses, so we will actually need to defeat Emperor and Dark Samus at the end of the seed here.
Sounds like a plan. It's interesting to see what Captain and Bruh's going to come up with today. But we do have access to that Incash, as you mentioned earlier. And is it important? It looks like it. Whatever it is, Captain.
I don't know if it was bombs or just a missile or something else.
It looks like Captain's interested in it.
Oh, it's E. Yeah, we'll take an E this early.
Oh, especially. No, we don't have to worry about our health trying to get there, regardless. We get full health from that E tank.
Just don't want to fall down in front of those
those ink claws.
Yeah. Ink claws, there we go. Yeah.
The ink claws and the ink storms. They'll eat your health worse than. I don't have a good reference ready for that.
Captain correctly taking the low route. I might have forgotten and tried to take the top route because it is a little faster normally, but there is a dark beam door up there, so not going to be doing that right now. No, this almost certainly is dark beam here. I guess this is dark beam.
It has to. There's no other way. Unless, well, no, we don't have missile launchers. We can't be supers.
Exactly.
Look at that. Correct prediction.
So, yeah, we do have the opportunity to head over to Incash 1.
Yeah, I'd say check it. You're here in the area. It's out of the way, especially with Feeding Pit. Because if it has something important, it's going to take you a good amount of time to get back. But we have a save warp to double path. It's not terrible. I mean,
ticket we're looking for here is going to be our spider ball. That will be the logical method to leave the labs area. Keep that after the Dark Samus fight.
Well, how about some dark ammo?
Yeah, not the worst. Is going to take it. We'll set a slightly more annoying layer in mining station A for us, as well as gotta wait a little bit for the rune to reload. A little extra ammo can help.
Always gotta love the ammo. While our runners make their way back over to light Aegon through main reactor, we're gonna sit here and relish in why we have chosen to come here today.
It's always a good time for the weekly. I've been getting back into the swing of echoes in recent weeks. We got the CGC tournament coming up.
Oh, that's
Very
right.
excited for that.
We got the settings already finalized. Teams have been getting ready to start rocking and rolling.
Yep, we got some offline seating stuff that'll be happening over the coming weeks, and then the tournament will be starting up, or the matches, I guess, on SpeedGaming side will be more towards the end of the month and into December.
It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a really fun format. I hope everybody will enjoy it as much as I think they did last time.
Oh, it's all about having fun.
No power bombs here for Dark Samus. We do have a few options here. She is as vulnerable to screw attack as any other version of Dark Samus. Looks like that's what Bro's going to be going for here. We don't have missiles to kind of lock her in place with that shield. We can bait it with our face, but that does deplete our health a bit.
Yeah, Captain and Bra both getting amazing damage off of the screw attack.
Yep.
Now it's a matter of avoiding the super missiles so you can get the damage off.
Yeah, unfortunately, the second phase of this fight, she does tend to favor attacks that have a lot of iframes. It can be a little bit difficult to quickly take her down.
Yeah, thankfully Dark Beam, Light Beam, both feet away. Oh no, Captain took a boost right to the face. He didn't have enough health to survive it.
That will be a full reset. Unfortunately, too, pretty much everything we saw was required. Now we can't skip in cache 1, so that saves a little bit of time.
The Spider Ball? Oh, Boost Ball. Okay. I would predict that Spider Ball is off a sand cache then. Sand processing, that's the word for it.
Yep. Still gotta look for bombs. Wouldn't surprise me much if they're just chilling in Command Center. I guess we have some other checks in Light Labs too here that are available though.
Yeah. Command Center's open. Now they have Dark Beam. We have was it Storage B?
Mm-hmm. Well as Central Mining Station we can head out to as well. Another E-Tank.
And since we haven't triggered the pirates' cutscene movements, they're all going to stand around and look at us cross-eyed.
Yep.
Like, there's the person we're hunting down. Yeah, they could stay for a little bit longer.
They don't pay them enough for that.
Yeah. That depends. Are they getting paid? I mean, they're bounty hunters. They got to have some sort of contract. The Spice Pirates wouldn't work for free now.
You wouldn't think so. What we got up here? Our first missiles? Oh, right. Yeah, we don't have missiles to get the storage B.
Oh, but now we got our launcher.
Makes sense. That does put that in logic.
And Brad jumping right over the cutscene trigger.
Escape in the fight. Very nice. Normally, it's a bit of a double-edged sword because it deprives you of getting the in-cache hint, but in this seed, I don't think we really need that hint. We've already checked that item.
I wonder why. Not like that we had access to that right away.
We're missing 250 drops there in a row. That was, oh my gosh.
It's going to cost him if he doesn't get these turrets down.
Whew, all right, we get it. We get the 100.
All right.
Yeah, when you're below 50% health, you have pretty much everything that can drop health will have at least a 50% chance of dropping a blue health. So Bro was 0 for 2 there, and then almost ran out with all the enemies. Just assuming you assume you're going to get some health, so you're not playing quite as safe.
Yeah, I gotta love the drop system in Echoes compared to Prime. Yeah, it's more user friendly.
But you know the chances, like the fact that it is friendlier means you can rely on it being friendly, and it's not
right.
It's still RNG. So you can get yourself a little overconfident sometimes and get yourself into trouble like Bro was there.
Yeah, we learned that the hard way in a few seats before. Mm-hmm. But we do have a question posted in chat asking how we got to central mining without our missile launcher.
Yep, with the odd weekly settings we're playing today, we do have a random start location with some random starting items, as well as the random elevators and translating gates.
Right, and because of that, we were able to enter through the backside of labs and use our dark beam to go through Central Mining Station from behind instead of going through the front door.
Our start today, for those that missed it, was double path? Is that
double path?
I don't actually know. Whatever room is between Doomed Entry and
That room. That room. That's all you need to know. I'm trying to remember Echo's rooms are a lot nicer than trying to remember Prime. Prime is... They had so many special names. Chet posing an interesting theory. Space pirates might dislike theft because they don't get compensated. Well, if we could find the lore on how much their contract is paying to Dark Samus, then... Unless Dark Samus is doing it by threat and hostility, in which case they're doing this just to survive. Oh, this is going to turn into a whole thing, isn't it?
So we do have, it looks like that was our spider up there at the top of bioenergy production here.
Yeah, we're
we'll
finding...
get us out of labs. We still have, we can still do the, we'll see if actually either run decides. We can, out of bounds, take a look at storage C if we so wanted. Or we can just do sand processing and main reactor on our way out. Those are actually both in logic.
I mean, that's fair. We could do the out of bounds for storage C, but trying to get out of storage C, that wall, I'm sure you know all too well, Baja, is way too precise.
Yeah, it can definitely take a minute.
And I am being told in chat I don't know my lore properly. I'm thinking corruption, not Echo's lore. I'm off by a few years.
It's a new strat for me, actually. So it looks like Bro was trying to just get out of bounds and destroy the blocks from out of bounds, but not actually fall out of bounds. But it's very easy to fall out of bounds. Normally, I just try to get back in bounds in the bioenergy side. So I'm actually curious how far we're taking this wall crawl here. Okay, we're just going to load sand processing around us.
He just wants to skip the puzzle.
Okay. Thought we were a little low there, but it worked out. All right.
I don't blame him. One wrong move with low health, it is a bit risky.
Captain back on track, following a little bit behind Barra here with the death, but honestly has made up a decent chunk of it.
I'd say at this point maybe about, yeah, I'd say 2 minutes, if that.
Yeah.
And TGC pointing out the audacity of Prime names. Let's see, ruined shrine, ruined fountain, ruined kitchen, ruined garbage. Wait a second, those two aren't part of it. Ruined courtyard, ruined ruins. I mean, yeah. And it seems I was wrong about sand processing. That's just another E-tank. But they do have Spider Ball, Boost Ball, and Light Beam, so I would suspect they're going to go back towards main reactor, go up the spider track through ventilation area A, grab the item, and progress towards Aegon Temple.
Yep, that's just about all we have right now, although, I mean, saying that, all we have is like all of early Aegon, so light and dark, so there are tons of checks available, as well as the elevator at Aegon entrance. We don't have back doors yet.
Oh, yeah, there's little to nothing we can't access right now. Let's see, mining station B we can't grab. That's locked by seekers. Can't get ventilation area A's elevator. That's power bomb. Seeker launch on transit station. And Warriors walk and storage C for super missiles. That's about it.
Just a missile main reactor, but I'm not going to bother with that. Dark Oasis is a missile-related upgrade. AD Seeker is probably just a missile.
Hopefully it's just a missile. I would love to. Dang, I was hoping it was Seekers. Chat's having a field day with these chats. Ruined terrace, ruined bedroom, ruined ancient garden. Those are Mario Galaxy. You're thinking of the wrong franchise. I don't think the Comet Observatory is passing by Aether anytime soon. But if it did, that'd be amazing. Well, we're here to have fun at Speed Gaming, so it's if we have a laugh a day, that means we're doing okay.
Captain is gonna do the. Not gonna bother with the out of bounds here. Do the puzzle vanilla. But boost honestly speeds this up a decent chunk. You can get all the way across the top in one cycle, which is kind of nice.
And Captain weaving through this puzzle like it's just a piece of cake.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, now I'm hungry.
Takes the safety save here as well.
It would be wise. We don't want to have to do all that again. He's already had one death. Mine shaft. Thank you. Words. Mine shaft only has a missile. I can't think of words. Now, thankfully, we do have a quick kill method for bomb guarding with our charged dark beam.
Yep. Charged Dark Beam does let you one cycle it. It's actually a bit slower than the two cycle just because of how long it takes between being able to damage him. So the kind of pellet missile fully charged shot, yeah, it's actually still our fastest way if you don't have a power bomb to kill him. But the Dark Beam threat is a nice kind of fallback if you're not super consistent at this quick kill. It is a very reliable way to one cycle. You still have a relatively quick fight. You learn in the game still.
And with that being said, what does he have? Our beautiful Hive key.
Okay.
Well, not quite beautiful. Wonder if we can sell it and make some money. Right,
Yeah, with either Screw Attack or Annihilator, you're usually not too interested in being Hive keys, even if Glass doesn't end up being required.
What is Sand Cache?
Cobalt? Sand Cache, yeah.
And did you get a peek of what was on MS Mining Station A?
It didn't look important to me. I think it was some sort of ammo, like a missile or ammo expansion.
Yeah, it didn't look bright, so that's... Alrighty.
Alright, there's gonna be a lot going on in this room. So we got the flying pirates, we got the regular pirates, and we got the bees. So it's a party here in Mining Station A.
Heck yeah, we're always up for a party.
Oh, we don't have the bees. Why don't we have the bees? Oh, because we haven't done the fight, right? Yeah, we just use the pirates.
Oh, and Captain going for a screw attack. Interesting. And
yeah,
down
I don't see
goes
that
the
method very often. Nicely done.
Down goes the Bomb Guardian. A little showboaty, but
Captain,
hey.
Really starting to come back here. Really not that much separation at this point between the two runners.
Oh, no, he's coming along pretty well. Now, it's a matter of what's in Central Mining. That's not mine. That's Mining Plaza.
I want to say that was an E-Tech. I saw it rotating.
I would agree with you on that. I can't. Then again, my eyesight's terrible, so... Hopefully it's not a suit, TGC. I see that, and I see what you're saying.
TGC just assumes everything's orange. I wouldn't believe him.
Well, seeing how his username's orange, I mean...
Oh shoot! I missed the elevator scout there from Bra. Clearly not anywhere interesting.
I'm fairly certain you and TGC are gonna have a long conversation after this race. Oh, well, hold on. Hold on. Captain's going for a seeker skip.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's not gonna hit second. He's got 5 more attempts at it. But for our new viewers out there, Baja, do you might want to explain what seeker skip actually entails? Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, these secret doors, you need to destroy all 5 of these pods to open them, and they all respawn pretty quickly. So normally you're supposed to just use seekers and hit all 5 of them at once. However, all the pods are vulnerable to screw attack damage. So there's a lot of different setups per door, or if you missile 1 or 2 of them, that's quick enough that they don't respawn, and then you can use screw attack to quickly destroy the rest of them. A number of them have like somewhat fixed setups, where if you kind of know the strat, it's pretty much free. This one's kind of weird, where this one like it's not the most precise, but it's also very freehand. Like you don't have, there's not a great setup for it. I feel like that most people use. It's just you just kind of go for it. So it's like simultaneously an easy one and a hard one. Um,
Yeah, I don't like Mining Station B's Seeker Skip just due to the bottom two locks. You need to slide down in such a way that you hit both of them.
well, we have Bruh out of bounds here. What is Bruh up to? We're in Transport Center. This could be a play to just head straight into Crossway, skip the kind of Morph Ball puzzle in Portal Terminal, and get into the Dark World, get this check here for free.
And that looks like...
Interesting
bless
play.
you. Jeez.
Thank you.
But that looks like exactly what he's doing.
Captain very committed to this. I'm kind of lukewarm on this play. I like this play a lot if you have Amber, especially if you have Amber and a Power Bomb here. Because the issue is like you can't full clear this area. So you're only getting one of these two checks, and you're not getting the hint.
Yes. Speaking of which, Captain's gonna be really upset when he learns where Seeker's like right next door to him.
Oh yeah.
Seeker's off a crossroad.
Now that said, that could actually be okay for Captain, where now it's a little more likely that this check has something good. Now that we know that it's actually in logic. Seekers could also just be pointing us to the elevator here that Bro was just next to near the Dark Aegon loop.
It's entirely possible. If I would want something back there, oh man, hard. I wouldn't mind having super missiles behind there, or maybe
I'm unfortunately having a rough time with this one today. I've been here. Sometimes this trick is, within the first couple tries, and sometimes it could take a ton, just because it's, like I said, it's kind of variable.
Yeah, it is a difficult trick to pull off.
Mm-hmm.
But I admire his dedication. This reminds me.
Sometimes stuff like this is where you took a death, you're behind in the early game, and you're looking to kind of do something your opponent didn't in an effort to potentially get ahead. So that could be part of what's kind of driving this too.
Yeah, but the problem also is if both these checks are useless to him, then he could be putting himself behind a good punch.
Yeah, that's where you get into my. There are some scenes where like I get behind it, then I do stuff like this and it doesn't work out, and then I just keep doing crazier and crazier things until it's just completely making a mess of everything.
Right. But to keep updated as far as bras go, missile expansion on Junction Site, Speakers on Crossroad, and Trial Tunnel with a dark ammo expansion. And unfortunately, we did run out of light ammo fighting Jump Guardian, so we'll have to do a little bit of this fight normally.
That's pretty good damage here. It shouldn't take too long to finish up. Helpfully staying in place rather than being invincible as well.
Right.
There.
And looks like Captain might be giving up on Seekerless. He's going to continue forward.
And like you said, probably won't be too happy when we stumble into these Seekers here.
Right. Well, we did find our validation.
Yep.
That will certainly be validated this run. And now we're going to get teleported right to the portal.
Yep, if you haven't been in this room before, the first time you load it, you just do get sucked into the cutscene. But yeah, this routes pretty nicely. Actually can maybe save ever having to do the little puzzle in Portal Terminal. Now it's really not that slow with the items we have, but every little bit of time save can add up over the course of the seed.
I agree with that. And we've had seeds that come within milliseconds of each other.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What I'd really like is to find our Amber soon.
Yeah, no hints so far, no translators at all. So anywhere we go, we're not getting any intel. Just gotta kind of stumble into the items here. Granted, we're really not doing bad, right? We got bombs, we got the first two beams, space jump, and screw attack. Those are really the kind of core package of being able to do like 60 to 70% of all the checks in the game. We just need a couple elevators to cooperate here. That is not it. So we're missing something. What are we missing?
Yeah, right now we're missing power bombs for that elevator.
Yeah, Bird checks the map here too. What are we missing?
Did
Oh, it
anyone-
is. It must actually be mining station B. Ah, that sucks for Captain. Captain was actually on the right track. I
Dang,
believe that is our only logical check.
Yeah, what was Zagon's entrance elevator to?
Sank Spider side. Bro
No,
has
it-
been into Aegon Energy Controller.
Or-
Sorry. Sank entrance.
I was about to say we just saw that. We just saw that.
Yeah. Bro's gonna do this maybe.
Yeah, you think he's gonna
Thanks,
go out of
better
bounds
at
for it?
So logically, we need power bomb. Bro's going out of bounds. Was this actually something in Mining Plaza?
If he's doing this, I would assume yes. Probably gonna go reload the room to get that sand digger in proper position. But to answer your question, TGC, yes, it was an E-Tank and Aegon Energy. So Chad is correct.
I've never seen this setup for the.
Well, now he's just stuck in the wall. That doesn't seem right. Oh no, there we go.
Oh,
Interesting.
both sandworms let you get out of bounds. That's the different sandworm that I see most folks use. I wonder if that setup's easy or not.
Well, I'm sure you and Jay and everyone else can do some investigating on it.
Okay, so maybe we're just taking kind of a shortcut to mining station B here.
It has to be, because we're going to see the item right about. This door opens. Oh, it's a red key. What else are we missing? We can't check the elevator for vent area. That's power bomb. We don't have power bombs for Sand Canyon. Command center we know is an E-Tank. We have Sank Spider side, but that's also power bomb locked. And Sank entrance. Well, we can do Sank entrance. We have everything we need for that. We've got light beam. We have boost ball. We have bombs.
Bombs are required for. No, we can't do Sank entrance, but we can just go into Sank.
It would get in through the main door.
Oh God, yeah.
I love how we're not thinking of anything vanilla. We're stuck looking at all these tricks surrounding it. But no, what about the vanilla method? Just walk in.
Yeah. Okay. So we have.
You don't see that often.
Yeah. So we have stuff like reactor core. Is that it? No, we can get all the way to Overlear, can't we?
Yeah, we can.
Boy.
We have screw attack.
Like,
So if we think about this, Hall of Combat Mastery, Rolling Chamber, Hazing Cliff, Main Reactor, Sank Energy.
yeah, I mean, we can do the whole watch station and vault area too. Yeah, we have a lot inside.
Watch station access, vault, ATS, both items, Cat West. If he wants to go around to the backwards loop and go for reactor core, a lot of stuff in there. Oh, do we need emerald? Well,
We do not need emerald, so we're playing with random elevators. So this elevator is just goes straight to Sank entrance.
And to think the vanilla method was the proper one.
Yeah. Yeah, so you normally see this elevator and you're only thinking about the check, and the check's not in logic because we need power bombs logically to activate the cannon. But
as you and
everything else to just proceed in.
As you and TGC mentioned, we can just walk right in the main door. Oh, and to answer your previous statement on that sand digger, Bellator's pointing it out. It was used before Aegon Temple's secret orb was found, as it was faster than the other sand digger. Oh no, wait a sec. Well, we might not have power bombs. Can't we just jump over the glass? No, I don't think we can do that.
Captain finishing up the Jump Guardian loop here. We'll also shortly be kind of running out of checks in Aegon.
Very soon going to realize that he needs to get over to Sank.
Yep. Lots of fights to see the you're kind of used to having power bombs for. Very commonly, you just kind of PD a lot of these pirates, but not doing that today.
When in doubt,
Ooh.
Dark Beam.
And nice use of the phazon crate there to kill that faraway pirate. We are through. So we'll see if Brooke comes back and does this check. It's not logic, but we can use Screw Attack and some Stanimal to just get into where the terminal is without having a power bomb.
Well, if there's a will, someone's going to do it.
Yeah, it looks like we're not interested in the auto logic check just yet. Press on for now.
Yeah, personally, at least think entrance. You know it's not logical for now, so it's not really a good point in checking it for all the trouble. And we know it's easy to get back to.
Yeah, it's fairly easy. I guess yeah, it's fairly easy to get back to. It is a little isolated, like it's kind of far away from any other interest. There's always a potential we come up with Cobalt later, and at least we can come back and get the hint as well as cleaning up the item. We're going to take down Quentin rather than skipping him. This will ensure that we have a save station available to us later if we choose to save and or save warp out of it.
To enter chat, no, our translator gates have been randomized.
Yep, random including unlocked. So some may just actually be freely available for us.
So what that means is all four... That's another red key.
You could still have like power bombs on a Morbus locked by like some Aegon keys here in Sank.
Oh, that'd be mean.
I'm actually just gonna blind grab this, hoping it's not a useless hive key.
No, you're right.
It's not.
But to answer chat, no, all four colors plus unlocked gates are possible for every translator. Every translator door.
Today we have green first. Green being the best color, makes sense.
I would disagree with you on that, but that's for another day. Green is nice, but I'd have to put Cobalt as #1.
I like the look of the Cobalt in these games.
But I think all colors are good. You know, they did a good job with the tone and the depth of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
I've heard rumors that there may someday be Crimson translator like floor panels. Those would be kind of cool to see around.
Yeah, maybe in Prime 4. If it ever comes out. Well, we do have our first power bomb.
Yeah, that is pretty handy.
Especially with the glass being right here to lead us back to Aegon.
That's around a fellow blue enjoyer.
I love it. Oh, we're gonna be working. I'm sorry, Baja. You're upvoted 2-1. Or maybe we should start a poll in chat. Which is the better translator color? You know what? I think we actually are. Oh, look at that! A suit. Kick a suit on Culling Chamber.
Doesn't really do much of anything for us logically.
Well,
You know, I did not actually get a look. Well, off to see when Captain enters here. I did not see what translator was locking Sank Map Station.
I can tell you it is a color.
No,
Which color?
It could have been unlocked unless you did actually see it.
Well, if it's unlocked, I'm gonna have to eat my words. What's on Hazen Cliff? Is it good? That's a missile. Yeah, we'll take more missiles. Yeah, Chet's thinking it might could be Emerald.
So the suit in hand, with like this item set, this is where I am thinking, I would like my SDK hints, please, because there is actually a possibility with enough tricks that you are in go mode. Fortunately, we just like haven't found temple grounds yet.
That would be a big problem.
Yep. Now with the power bomb, we do have 2 new elevators we can check. Not logically, you know, we assume our main PBs are here in Sank somewhere. Otherwise, we're just like hard locked. So. PVs are here, or they're somewhere in Aegon that gets unlocked by, you know, Orbis keys or Annihilator or something.
Oh, poor Captain. He tried jumping for the key, and the Resbit snatched him right out of the air.
Oh. Back up there with the triple bomb jump. Curious to see how thorough we are here in Sank. A lot of these checks are kind of slow. Things like if Spider Guardian's door is unlocked, we could just fight him right now, but
do you really want to?
No, not at all.
Yeah. No one likes Spider Guardian.
Even like visiting O'Lear, given that we don't have Annihilator to come back the other way, is like a pretty long detour here.
Yeah, but O'Lear would be better than anything else we can really do right now. O'Lear's out of the way. If we can get him now, then we'll just use the slope jump and tumble axis to get back to main gyro.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, logically, we even have Seekers and Dark Visor to activate the cannon and get back for free. Ooh, nice solution there. We're doing the bottom line first. I'm a top line enjoyer.
I'm a whichever gets this done the fastest, as I hate these puzzles enjoyer.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. We could have a vanilla Echo turn up as soon as PBs are available. Otherwise, we do need Echo to escape, if it is anything else.
If Rob really wants to do it, he could take the save here, go straight for area, check the item, and then save quit.
Yep. I feel like I honestly, personally, would just go straight to this vault elevator. Like, do some of these checks on the way. Like, maybe Watch Station Axis, Watch Station ATS. But
oh, yeah.
I would just, like, see where this elevator goes. See if I can get a Temple Grounds to get my hints and know exactly what I need to do and what my go mode is before I spend much more time doing any checks.
I agree. It makes completely logical sense.
But we're going to keep being a bit more thorough. Like, I don't hate the O'Lear play here. Is one of not that many logical checks we have. You don't know, if PBs are the next progression, which to me seems likely, it's not super valuable to go find them, but it could still be that there's something else that we do end up needing that's locking PBs. And so trying to skip the PBs can be a little dangerous logic-wise. Yeah, so we're like hard locked by elevators until we find main PBs into Sank and Aegon. That's why I feel like main PBs is probably the next progression.
Well, maybe O'Lear's camping out on us.
Yep.
Alright, Captain, do not miss this shot. Nice,
do their
work.
job. Did anyone see that gate there to Spider Guardian?
Yeah, so the Aegon portal side, which usually leads to Torvus, leads to Sank Spider side. And I would assume vice versa.
Yeah. So we have
Light suit.
Well,
oh, praise the words of O'Lear for gifting us this amazing power.
Good thing I'm not playing the seat, because I probably don't have this light suit. Now, light suit.
Well, you don't check O'Lear.
Only feeding pit right now? And then if Emerald turns up, Sank map.
Yeah.
But feeding pit is pretty suspicious right now.
Yeah, but do you really want to save warp back to double path and go for feeding pit?
I don't hate it, honestly, especially if the vault elevator is dead. I would just kind of finish this loop up, save warp, grab feeding pit, and then head to the Aegon to Sank elevator.
That's fair, yeah. I can see your logic.
It's a more difficult decision if this vault elevator is good.
No. Oh, yeah, Hive entrance is logical.
Oh god, yeah.
Thank you for pointing that out, Toast.
Yeah, we need main PBs. There's a PB door on the way, but yeah, that's getting close as well. And we can't go check it out in logic if we wanted to.
No, we don't have an annihilator for that. Oh, what if they want to break into quad? I can't give me an annihilator to get out.
Yeah, quad we'd have to wall crawl to without having either Echo or Annihilator.
Yeah, but we have no information on bosses and doing all that for something potentially useless.
Yeah, no way. Not right now.
We should really call Altair up. He loves quad.
Don't
As
use
an-
it either. Where are these PBs? Are they just chilling back in Feeding Pit? That to me seems the most likely at this point.
It's extremely possible. It could be feeding pit. Maybe they're hiding off of watch station access, not watch access. That could be ATS, Cat West.
I kind of want just the final one key on Feeding Pit, and then Morbus has the main PBs.
It'd be useful having that last key in Dark Aegon. Alright, so we're about to open the gate for ATS. We're gonna skip the entire puzzle. And can we get a hole in one?
This is the most difficult part. We do at least have Spider as kind of a backup.
Ah,
Unfortunately.
no.
Plan A and Plan B failing for us there.
No. Maybe we can get a birdie. I'm sorry. I'm a fan of golf. Right,
Yeah, that's a good point from Zestran, actually. We don't necessarily have like transit station and main research and logic right now, or the elevator, unless it's a record peel in our play. So that actually means we are really kind of running out of checks here once we get through these three and Cap West.
I really hope you're incorrect about feeding pit having power bombs. That'd just be mean. But seeing how Captain generated it, and he's playing it,
I know, Captain finally getting a taste of his own medicine.
I wouldn't put it past him. Although we will have to bring up his attempt at MS Mining Station B.
So yeah, interesting. So I think Captain didn't go back for that. I think after
There's Cobalt.
Game.
Well,
I
there's
love
a hint.
getting a translator when I finish clearing
Come
the region.
on.
Now I have
There's
to circle all the way through if I want the hints.
Yeah, but there's a hint right here. You know, it could be useful. Now look, there's a violet. The violet tells us it's 3 rooms away from main gyro.
So
Yeah,
what's that?
Sentinel's Path,
Sentinel's
probably.
Path?
Yeah.
Cat West? Cat West would be nice.
Yeah.
We're
No,
upping Sentinel's Path, but Cat
yeah.
West is an option as well.
Oh, it
I
is.
think
Yeah.
Airy? Yeah, I know there's weird quirks with how it counts as the Airy.
Oh, that'd be nasty if violet's required. Captain having fun with respites.
We stumble on an SDK, we always take those.
Oh, heck yeah. Did it say up to or exactly? I think it said exactly 3 rooms away.
I believe
Right.
it said exactly as well.
And there's a little skip that we're going to do here in ATS. There's a gap right where these 2 red walls meet, and in that gap we can scan the control panel. Thankfully, we don't.
Oh, you know, just like this, Captain's like in the same room. I mean, Captain's a little bit behind, hasn't done vault or solved this puzzle, but Captain's really done a nice job of catching back up here.
Oh, he gets
Ooh,
the whole
cleanly
one.
gets the wash station. Yeah, even that
And he
alone
gets back
is
up.
actually a decent amount of time saved.
All right, is it on Cat West? Yes or no?
What else? So we have Sand Cache now.
I thought. Oh, that's right. Because Sand Cache was Cobalt.
Sank map. We have a Morbus. No, not.
There's the key.
Yeah, no, we could have a Morbus now. Another burger here in the research.
That means Violet's either on Airy or Sentinel's Path.
Correct.
And we get another hint which says Dark Torvus Temple are in Dark Torvus Bog and Torvus Bog.
Alright. Vanilla-ish keys there. And now I am very curious where this elevator goes. If it goes anywhere good, I'd be very tempted to follow it. If it doesn't, I'd be very tempted to just save warp and clean up all this Aegon stuff that can go on to.
Transport to Aegon has our Echo Visor.
Interesting. That could be a valuable hint. Echo is... Now, Bra, I think, has been working on learning some of the Echo skips. Aegon Gate. Oh, okay. Or Bra will just find this Echo before the hint. Works out.
Would you look at that? The game actually being nice for once.
Okay, so that actually does mean the Echo's in logic, huh? Because we would fall down here, take this... No, we need the main PVs first.
Technically, you need the main PBs just to open the elevator.
Looking at.
But now that we have Echo, problem is, where's the Annihilator at?
Oh, bro, looking at it.
He's contemplating area. That's what I'm thinking.
Let's see if we're locked in here. I'm not aware of any secret world shenanigans you can do to get past this translator gate if it is unfriendly. It is Violet. Oh boy.
Oh, beam related in the Cursed Lake.
That's interesting. That's in logic once we finagle our way into Temple Grounds. Now, we have the other elevator in Aegon. That's potentially a way in. Otherwise, we can hunt around in Sank for this Violet, and that gets us in as well. So, interesting decision point here. How do you want to approach this seat?
If I was them, knowing what I know about the secret worlds and out of bounds, do we know about any way to get Sentinel's Path without Echo Visor?
It is possible, yes.
Then I would probably out of bounds Sentinel's Path, check it, and then make a way back towards Aegon and clear what we can do now. You know, Feeding Pit or Morbus.
Yeah, I would personally want to so Sentinel's Path is pretty new and pretty bad. I would guess most folks want to avoid it unless it's kind of hard required. So while I still have the out of the elevator in Aegon Temple, I would be tempted to make sure that I can't just either get into Temple Grounds or wall crawl into Temple Grounds from it. Because any of the quadrant elevators, it's relatively straightforward to wall crawl from those into the rest of Temple Grounds.
I see where you're going.
As well as we have Dark Visor Seekers if we find the same quadrant. So really, there's only one other elevator to Temple Grounds that's bad at this point. So as long as we can find anyone but that, we're in business. And I guess even that one, so that one is going to be Torvus Gate. There is a secret world there too. I also don't like that wall crawl at all. We believe Emerald blocks same map.
And we do have confirmation on that from Captain's side. It is Emerald. Although we do have that possibility mentioned earlier, we could save off of main gyro and check Airy, just to get Airy out of the way. Inghive Key 3, 3 rooms away.
Which one did we find? I don't remember which Inghive we have. I think it might have been 3.
Oh no, I think I know what that is. If Inghive Key 3 was Bomb Guardian, that means Mining Station B behind the rubble has an Annihilator.
Could be Sand Cache then? That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it could be Sand Cache, yeah.
Ooh, I'd be very tempted to just save warp here. Grab this hint and save warp.
Start clearing out some Aegon.
I'm not going to take this hint yet. Interesting.
Well, looks like what Captain's doing. He's going straight for the Aegon fight.
Yeah, I like this.
So Feeding Pit, as you stated, has an energy tank. I'm sorry, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yeah, not exactly what we're looking for, but I do have a good feeling about this Captain stumbling into this Annihilator now. Now, unfortunately, that would mean between them, the two runners have the means to get into what is looking increasingly likely like a Violet in Sentinel's Path, but neither of them can actually do it without the parts the other has.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, it is. You and Sestred mentioned it's ridiculously difficult to get back out of that.
Yeah, it's the same type of trick as Mining Plaza, but it is apparently
No.
even more strict.
Oh, it's even worse.
Yeah, I don't like this area play either.
No.
I would want to chase. I would
Yeah,
chase my. I like. I don't mind. I don't really mind looping around and grabbing all these cobalt hints, but I would be. I like the Aegon play here. Check your other elevators, see if you can break into Temple Grounds.
I'm starting to come around to it. It's where you have the most movement options at.
But I mean, there's only 2 checks that this Violet can be. So like, it could be Violet here, and then you're feeling really good because now you have really good Temple Grounds access. You're gonna get a bunch of hints later there too. So I mean, this could pay off. If this is Violet, this will pay off pretty well.
Right, and that elevator is Sanctuary Gate. Is that?
Oh, right, that's one
the
of
other side of Temple.
If we don't have a translator, I think you want to see if you can get in there. You also have Light Suit to check the item. I'm very surprised by not taking this elevator right now. Maybe we'll just come back to it after Sand Cache.
Yeah, we got Sand Canyon open to us now as well.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Oh, and Captain just missed the platform, but we're going to warp right on top. Oh, look at that! A Emerald Translator off the Sand Canyon.
Oh boy.
Oh, that gives us Sank Math now.
Heck are these main TVs?
Well, we don't have the hint for it, but...
What color gate was Spider Guardian again?
I didn't see it clearly.
Are main PBs on Spider Guardian?
If they are, I'm done. No. No, don't say stuff like that.
Yeah, Orbis, also a good bet.
Alright. As we're going to take a peek at what's up here on Airy, or is he just going to complete the fight outright?
Wait, we don't need names for Echo Annihilator, do we? Maybe names are in Sentinel's Path. And then that's how you get to Airy for Violet.
Well, let's hear off of Mining Station B. Hold on. Oh, that's where Annihilator Beam. Look at that.
What?
Annihilator off of
I completely misread that hint. Oh yeah, this is 3 rooms away too, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mentioned that earlier, but...
Yep.
And Captain going for a bomb space jump into that key, which she lands. Oh, nice, 3rd try.
Yeah, we are really running out of places for these PVs to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking myself too, Sestred. Did Brad take a look at the item itself, or he's got to be doing this for a reason?
See, Violet here would be very big.
Yeah, but how's he gonna get back there? Oh, yeah, he's got Echo.
But actually, it would be very interesting actually if
that is a translator.
So
you called it. I'm unhappy.
It is very important now what locks this gate for Captain. I'm assuming we're going to go see this Sank Gate elevator now. If this is Violet or Amber locked, it is very bad for Captain.
He's got to go all the way back to Airy.
But this race gets very interesting if Captain can also get into Temple Grounds now, because both runners will be in Temple Grounds at the same time with slightly different equipment, and that would be actually super interesting. So I really actually want to see this work out for Captain here.
Well, we did find out that our Transport to Aegon was Violet locked. Did we not? Or was that not that color?
Aegon was Violet locked, but we did not see this elevator Captain is doing right now, which is Fortress Transport Access. So if Captain can get out here, he's actually in pretty good shape. If he can't, he's going to have to follow Bruh through all this stuff that Bruh's been doing.
Well, at least we can get the item here on FTA. That could be useful. Oh,
Green key, amazing.
that's a bad pun, and I love it.
All right, huge moment here. Can Captain leave?
I say yes.
Oh,
Okay, I'm lost my money on that one.
that's a big oof.
There's no information on
And
it.
these are both these are both elevators that we can't wall crawl out of. So
Oh,
this
that's
area was like hard required. I think that's absolutely disgusting. Unless Amber is somewhere, but it doesn't strike me as terribly likely that we're going to be finding Amber anytime soon.
I personally have to throw Amber and Torvis somewhere.
Boy, Captain, you rolled a good one yet again.
And you get to enjoy it with us.
Yeah, we dodged a little bit of a bullet here. Yeah, this would have been a tough seat for me because I would have been twisting these elevators and finding a bunch of gates I can't open in a bunch of places I can't wall crawl around.
And I don't race, so I'm happy.
Bro, I think missed that hint, unless we got it earlier. There was a hint there in the elevator room that I don't think we've seen yet.
Well, but welcome to Temple Grounds.
Yeah. Next question, can we get through the hive gates? Because we are kind of wanting to probably just beeline our hints here. But these are always a common obstacle. 40% chance of 2 different gates. Well, we got one.
And granted, we don't have super missiles, so we will have to go out of bounds once we reach Sky Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, there's your main PBs off the sand cache.
Okay. Logic coming together for us, and yep, we are blocked in the hive chambers.
You know, bro's gonna have to go out of bounds once he reaches Hive Chamber A then.
Yep, this the item loss kind of skip wall crawl here. Very commonly useful as a way to get to the hints area without the required translators.
Yep. Except we're doing this backwards. Gotta love going backwards.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, safety save to me pretty much confirms that we are going to be going for this wall crawl. Don't think Bra is too scared of the Dark Missile Trooper here. Okay, I'm going to head back to Sank with these PBs and Annihilator in hand. And we'll just need to go track down the Echo and climb back up and do Airy. Lovely. Yeah, I suspect the Morbus is dead at this point. Could be wrong. But well, we've had a long logic chain that has led us to all of Temple Grounds, and presumably Torvis we can get into now as well from one of these elevators come into logic. So we have a lot of newer checks that each one is going to be more weighted than anything we've had in Aegon and Sank. So Violet isn't logical. Why is Violet not? Violet's logical.
Yeah, but we don't have main
Bro
PBs.
doesn't know how the logic works. Yeah, no. Captain just found main PBs in Sand Cache.
Yeah, but
Cobalt locked.
Yeah, but what we're saying is Bro doesn't have main PBs. So by a logic standpoint, he shouldn't be.
Yeah, Bro's operating out of logic. Bro has likely concluded, we're never allowed to leave Sank or Aegon without PBs. They're going to be somewhere. I don't need them.
Regardless, red key alert, Sank entrance.
Oh boy, that is an Inghive key then, because we know all the Chica keys are in Torvis. That is our third quad key, actually.
And Dark Aegon, well, we already know about them.
Yep. Oh, Captain must have already gotten that hint, and makes the heads-up conclusion there that is an Inghive key rather than a Torvis key. He's skipping it. Where's Brooke going? Or leaving the hive chambers?
If I had to guess, I'd say he's.
I guess
is
this
he not
is
going towards
a roundabout way of unloading hive chamber A, so that we can load landing site without crashing. Interesting.
What are you saying? You don't like game crashes?
Yeah, they do tend to be a bit of a time loss.
What are you talking about? No, game crashes are the best thing possible.
But yeah, you do need to be sure if you're doing this wall crawl and you're coming out of Hive Chamber A, you need to make sure that you deload it. So one common strat is to hit a load trigger for landing site. That's kind of wedged in the ceiling of whatever that room is called. Gosh, if a room doesn't have an item, there is no way that I know the name of it in this game. But in that previous room.
Oh, I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, it's safe to force load test around as long as the previous room was Hive Transport Area rather than Hive Chamber A, because there's a lot more stuff going on in Hive Chamber A.
And Filetrine's got a beam related, which we know is dead. As it can't be anything useful.
Yeah, Sentinel's Path is in play.
We got that Echo Annihilator.
We're gonna move to the instant morph strat here. Ooh, barely not getting it there. We do need to do this to skip the super missile door here. Have to make in the Hive entrance play. Oh boy, this is perfectly in logic. And yeah, I mean, and on Captain's side, we have hardly anything in logic, so there's a pretty good chance that this is Echo. Captain's mine. Question in chat: are multiplayer items enabled? I think so.
Yes.
We just haven't seen any yet. Charge combo in Temple Grounds. That's an excellent hint.
I hope that. I hope. Oh, you know what would be nice? Having supers on Wind Chamber, Grand Wind Chamber.
Yeah, it would be nice. It'd be, yeah. It kind of sucks that we missed them because it'd be nice to be able to unlock this shortcut entirely here.
Right.
Rook could still go move the light block and then turn around to at least have that pathway open later, and we don't need to worry about finding Amber or repeating that wall crawl. The item loss wall crawl to get to the end of the game later.
But regardless, it's like the best option out. Get the key and get as much information as possible.
Oh yeah, yeah. We have so much open. You know, as long as one of these elevators goes to Torvis in a way that is accessible to us, which is hard to imagine not being the case. We have pretty much the whole game open to us. Supers doesn't really hard lock anything at with the level of knowledge that Bra has. Annihilator would be nice, but we know that that was hinted. Oh, we doing gondola strats?
That's interesting. Haven't seen that in a while.
I've never seen this.
I was going to ask you to explain this
now?
because I was going to ask you to explain.
that's
You
so
can just
cool.
stand on the.
All right.
They just
You
stand on
learn
the claw.
something new
Why
every
not?
day. Well, if you don't like either the BSJ or the Screw Attack Bonk strat, there is a nice, easy backup for you. Holy cow, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's super easy.
You know, it almost makes you want to try this, but then again, like, no, I don't want to go out of bounds. It's too risky. I'm not that good.
Yeah, this wall crawl's not bad, especially if you're just going this far, because you know these aether floors are pretty high. You can just jump directly to the door, so you don't even really need to do aether jumping for this wall crawl, and that's what a lot of people struggle with the most, is they're kind of learning. This is actually surprisingly approachable as a wall crawl.
Right. Meanwhile, Captain's making his way through Sanctuary still, trying to hunt down his anything at this point.
Yeah, Captain's heading the right way, though. This will take Captain towards that elevator where Echo is lying.
Yeah, but did he do area yet for Violet?
Can't without we gotta go get that Echo first.
That's absolutely fair. What am I thinking? You can't leave it. Why is it I need to know these things after it's said? I gotta.
I'll see if Captain takes a look at this gate here too. I'm sure Captain is also a little bit antsy to get into Temple Grounds here. So like maybe hoping that we can skill skip this Violet, but we'll soon find out that we cannot. All right, what's the damage? All right, that's pretty free. Alpha Splinter. Poison Bog. Normally a bad check, but actually perfectly fine for us today. Main energy controller, okay.
There's a 50-50. 50-50 chance. It's on quad or it's freebie.
Oh boy. Alcove, yeah, that's fine.
Never mind. Make that 100% chance.
Alright, so...
You gotta pulse check some of them. So quad is required.
It is required. So, bro, we'll need that Annihilator, or we'll need to do the speedrun strats to wall crawl into the energy controller. Chica!
And Chica!
Oh my god! No! Captain!
What did you generate? Required Airy, required Chica, and a required quad if you don't do the out of bounds. This scene is going down in history.
That's not great. Not great.
Hey, it's great for us. We're sitting here watching it. We don't have to play it.
Alright, well, so what are we doing here? Unfortunately, no keys were hinted in Temple Grounds. I still am, like, a little bit interested in grabbing those supers, because it's probably relatively quick to just clear out the rest of the Temple Grounds checks at this point. Could try to commit to skipping supers, though, and just head straight into Torvis, start looking for those Torvis keys and cleaning up the SDKs.
Great, one question. What's a Klee?
A Klee?
That's what you said, Torvis Klee.
Klees? Got
Yes.
Klees?
Yes, typically. Just like Lee.
Yep.
But never saw it, so.
Yeah, no info on Morbus yet. Ugh, bro, immediately greeted by this Amber Gate again.
To answer your question,
Why?
Sethgon, yes. All Dark Torvis temple keys are in Torvis and or Dark Torvis.
Where are we going? We're wall crawling again, but I'm not quite sure why.
Is Cap going for ATS again? I want to put it past him. Is he thinking Quad has something useful? Or he's
True, it would actually be a really heads-up play from Captain to get Quad out of the way now. But I think we're gonna see Sentinel's Path first as a hopefully Violet's here, and then perhaps
we know for a fact it's not. But he doesn't know that.
Yep.
And Bra once again is wall crawling. It's the usual shenanigans going on.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by this. There's not much else for us to do in that side of Temple Grounds anymore.
Sentinel's Path. Lo and behold. I'm sorry.
That's not Violet. Captain gets the good news.
I don't think he likes that. Well, yeah, he's very happy.
It looks like that was Amber for Spider Guardian. So Spider's not in Logic yet, neither is Hive Dynamo Works.
Alright, now how long do you think Captain's going to put off doing Yeri?
Assuming the Captain has that hint, I think it is like the very next check after this. Well, maybe we do main gyro.
On the
well,
translator.
Okay. That's a great hint, actually.
But that means you need Violet before you can even get the Amber. What is the seed coming to?
That's actually really good news. So that saves Captain a lot of time. So we're gonna pop out. Maybe it does. I was thinking we were gonna pop out at GFMC, but no, it's gonna be Aegon Gate. That's a little more of a hike to go to Phase on Grounds to skip the wall crawl that Bros had to do.
Well, we're coming up to Dynamo. Lovely Dynamo.
So it looks like Bros is interested in trying to track down these supers. We still haven't actually been to... We know we have to go to GFMC anyways for an STK. So we'll get this out of the way. We can check our map to figure out where our Torvus elevators are. Well, Cap's going to show us a new check here in Sank. We've not seen main gyro yet.
I still would put supers anywhere on the gate on the wind chamber side.
Now, did Bros somehow miss the Annihilator hint?
Either he missed it or this hasn't gone that way yet.
I mean, if Bros willing to commit to wall crawling to in and out of Sank Energy Controller, that's really the only thing that needs Violet. Or, Annihilator. Nice supers in the crate.
Sweet.
So,
Well, that's, what is that?
that's we're
Ultra
packing a little more heat to this mission than some of the other ones.
Well, that's ultra vanilla then. Huh. Interesting.
Let's see where our... Pretty much just going to be a bunch of Torvus and Great Temple elevators here.
What do we have behind door number 1? Aegon Temple access. Alrighty. Lower Torvus. Temple Transport Amber.
Oh, those are like all the ones you don't want.
Torvus Temple. Temple
Yeah, there's the
Transport
two we
Violet.
do want on the complete opposite side of Temple Grounds from where we are. Thank you, game.
Yep.
That sucks. So, are we sticking around here? Yeah, Bro's having a think here. We're about to isolate a couple checks in the Phase on Grounds area if we don't head that way. We can do the wind chamber stuff now, but we can also do it if we looped all the way around as well. Yeah, when you play with random elevators, using a map station will reveal all of the elevator rooms on the map and tell you where they go. Nice little rando feature.
Yep. This is one of the only few uses of a map station.
The Captain's only real advantage here is that Annihilator beam, which is logically required. He's the one thing kind of keeping him in this, otherwise his bro has had quite a bit of extra time here in Temple Grounds.
What are you talking
finally
about?
be able to
Wow.
head over that way once the Stark Samus fight is finished.
No. Just walk crawl through Grand Wind Chamber.
No.
Don't ask me. Blame Seth.
Yeah,
They're the ones who
it
wanna
is
do this. They're the ones who
two
do this stuff.
consecutive rooms with terminal fall, which means it is 2 consecutive rooms with absolutely enormous aether boxes, which means there's really nowhere to aether jump. It's not good. Very easy to get yourself into big trouble.
Well, have you thought about just doing it anyway?
Alright, we're going to go out of bounds in Hive Chamber A for the 3rd time in the past, 15 minutes.
I mean, if you're good at something, use it
Yeah.
to your advantage. Use it to your advantage. You don't have Amber, but you know how to get around it.
This is definitely one of the most common wall crawls I do in these odd weekly settings. It is very commonly valuable.
Oh, but Sestron's right. We do have phase on grounds access.
Oh yeah,
So.
yeah, perfectly logic. Honestly, I mean, we can do all 3 checks in that area and get out with Dark Visor Seekers. Yeah, all that stuff's perfectly available.
Yeah, but like Chad's pointing out, Brun doesn't have the information regarding Amber.
Exactly. Yep. No, it was definitely a big hint from Captain there. If we do end up looking for more majors, Captain's Emerald may end up coming in handy as well. We have not seen any Emerald... No, Sank Map was an Emerald Gate.
Now, Sake Map, Emerald, not Amber.
Emerald,
I'm blind.
yeah.
I know that's what you said, but I'm deaf.
Oh, okay. That is one more check. Oh, actually, did Captain already do Sank Map during this this cleanup loop?
I don't believe so, but I've been wrong
Going.
before.
Captain Sadie. We want to go to Vault side. Maybe it's just it's been a while since I've saved. Save. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nothing wrong with been a while since I've saved. Save. You never know if nonsense will happen to you, and you don't want to lose a ton of time.
Speaking of nonsense, how do you feel about out of bounds movement?
Yep.
Seems to be a common
So
staple these days in these races.
we loop back around. Yeah, this is interesting. So yeah, so we load this room, we hit the load trigger for industrial site, and that will deload Hive Chamber A. And then we go back, huh?
We're really giving chat much information to go off of. We do this thing to do that thing with this name plus this item. Okay.
Oh no, we're just wait, what are we doing?
You going back to landing site to go towards Hollow Eyes?
Oh, we're in. Okay, no, sorry, I got disoriented. I thought he was going into industrial site. I was like, what? You were? No, that doesn't make. You were just there. Okay, never mind. Bro's back in business.
Maybe I just like how industrial site looks. You know, he could enjoy the ambience of it.
All right, Captain finally gonna get into Temple Grounds. Gonna be greeted immediately, probably by that rude Amber Gate, assuming that Captain's also in there sitting trying to get these STK hits. And then see if Captain decides to wall crawl, or what I think might be more likely is just go clean up Temple Grounds and grab that Amber at the end.
Oh yeah, he's realizing he's on the wrong side.
This hint I think Brum missed. What does this say? Good.
Oh, he's real happy about that. Look at that! Shot of absolute bliss.
So that's not the worst information for Brum to be missing, given that he already knows that. Supers were in the GFMC crate.
Yep, the Federation were carrying high explosive weaponry on their ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Captain is going to attempt to go this way. Be greeted by the rude Amber Gate. Yeah, I probably agree, Sestran. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. Because, like, you're walking all the way through Temple Grounds, and then you have to walk all the way back through Temple Grounds to get back here. And, like, that just feels really painful. Like, it's probably still correct, but I would be angry about it.
Angry? Oh no, we're not angry. We're livid. Ooh, cooling chamber. Well, we already found that.
Was one of our suits?
Correct. All right. You've waited long enough. It is time to enter the Torvus Bog.
We know where Amber is. Amber was directly hinted at being in Phazon Grounds. Captain has that info, Brud does not.
And Captain is here in the Sky Temple grounds.
You already have both suits. What else could be in Pond Double? Couldn't even get it. We do have a beam-related upgrade here. I'm actually a little surprised Captain's checking this, because there are no beam-related upgrades we're interested in anymore.
We got underground tunnel being unlocked, which leads in turn to some light ammo. Well, I don't think.
Did Captain miss the super suit? Surely not.
Well, he never did go to compound. I'll tell you that.
Oh, was the super scent violet?
I don't think there was a super hint, was there? We just said there's a beam combo in.
Oh, it's in meeting grounds. Okay, yeah. Oh. So Captain, never mind. Okay, I totally get that play then from Captain.
Hey, look, a red key.
Yeah, there's one of the three we need.
Shame we haven't found Cannonball yet.
Yep.
Oh, look, another key.
Actually, yeah, this is 2, yeah, because we found all the... Yeah, any key we find here is going to be chicken. So the other one is in Dark Torvus now. It's actually really nice to find the 2 in one region when you get a hint like this, so you actually know for sure where the third one is.
Yep.
It's really awkward when you find one in light, one in dark, and you don't know whether you're supposed to be searching light or dark for the third.
You're searching both areas completely just to find it.
Mm-hmm. So that definitely narrows it down considerably. Be real convenient if it's in upper dark. If the other 2 were in upper light, maybe a little more likely.
Maybe it's on Boost Guardian? Question mark.
Yeah, it's not a bad guess. And yeah, bro, going straight Dark Torvus here. Did we not have any more SDKs in upper light Torvus?
We did. Let me go back and read them.
I remember there were a bunch in this loop. Like Putrid Alcove was 1, Poison Bog was 1. Reliquary also beam related. That's, well, that would be bad for Captain if Supers weren't going to turn it before he got to that point. Because he could right now, for the next like 5 seconds, Captain might be thinking that Supers are in Reliquary.
Yeah, the only thing that's relevant for Torvus, Poison Bog, Putrid Alcove, and Dark Torvus Temple. Those are the 3 ones to worry about.
And there the Super Captain. Feel good about that. We have a very easy way to go get our hints now between the translator we know we're about to pick up and Supers. So no wall crawling for Captain necessary here. He's going to take a look at the maps. Boost Guardian not holding the Torvus key here.
Oh, dang. Oh, I wouldn't mind it being vanilla. Probably back on Incash too.
Yeah, we have 3 checks right next to Chica. That all could be it.
Or Storage B, whatever the flipping rooms are.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me much at all if we don't find this Chica key by the time we get to Cash B. If Bro ends
Cash
up
B, that's
doing the wall crawl to directly to lower Torvus. I guess it's a little awkward because we haven't done the pirate fight, so we don't have a great way back up.
No, we do not.
It is a little awkward, huh? Turning our... no, we're going forward. It's just disoriented. Another STK here. So we're at 4. We've got 3 in Great Temple. We have Chica. What's the last one?
He had 1 in ATS. 2 in main energy controller. And Temple Sanctuary had 1. Which one are you trying to think of?
Yeah, so we have Temple Sanctuary, we have main energy controller times 2, we have Chica. That's 4. So there's 1 that I'm not thinking of.
Temple Sanctuary, Poison Bog, main energy times 2, Putrid Alcove, Transport B access.
Oh wow, Great Temple has 4. That's insane, actually.
Yeah, check
4 out of the 5 checks.
Yeah, check chat. That's where you're gonna find your keys for today.
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, excellent. Key right under the doormat here, so we can go straight into this Chica fight. And yeah, so if Bruh's gonna commit to this wall crawl, that is go mode. We'll see if Bruh is willing to do a little bit of quad skip action here today. Yeah, not the best loadout for this fight here. No Annihilator.
Well, he's got a lot of light ammo, so.
Yeah, no Cannonball.
Oh,
speaking of Cannonball.
Oh.
Then comes up with it in Profane Path.
Oh, beautiful.
That is, like, Captain's coming up with a lot of future time saves. It's just, if Bruh's gonna pull the trigger on this go mode, Captain is on a clock here. But I mean, when Captain goes to hints, hints will reveal that Captain is in go mode minus tracking down those 3 Chica keys.
Well, I guess this is the time to say that today's Today's race is sponsored by Torvis Tempura. Serving fried chica since 1937.
You love me some Haven fried chicken. Or chicken.
Get some chicken nuggets any day.
That's good.
We got a question about Cannonball.
Sure, so Cannonball is an item that the game gives you when you enter a cannon and takes away when you bonk into something at the end of the flight. The item itself makes you invincible while in boost ball, deal loads and loads of damage to anything that's vulnerable to it, and be able to use boost. But because it was coded as an item, that means we, as the randomizer folks, have access to give it to you as a pickup as well. So until Captain takes a cannon and bonks into something at the end of it, which will take away his cannonball, he will have access to it, which means he has got all those perks. One of the nice things is that the adult Chica fight is vulnerable to cannonball, which means it just gets one shot. So you can skip the whole second phase of the fight if Captain's able to hold on to his cannonball then.
Right, I know they did the math on it before. They calculated what it was about 500,000 damage per contact frame.
Yeah, something like that. Like more than anything has in health by far.
it just instantly annihilates once contact is made.
Yeah, as Chad points out, yeah, Cannonball is never in logic. It's never expected that you're gonna use Cannonball to do anything because you'll lose it if you take the cannon. You'll lose it if you reset the game. You'll lose it if you die. And so that makes it too easy to kind of hard luck a seed if you end up accidentally giving up the Cannonball versus the other upgrades that are permanent.
So unfortunately, Cannonball is a state. It's not a state that's made to be permanent. By utilizing out of bounds and some glitches, we can trick a cannon into firing us out of bounds, and as such, keep that Cannonball state.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, once you lose it, it's gone. You're not getting it back unless you do the cannon manipulation.
And yeah, in these settings, there is one Cannonball item shuffle into the pool. You can shuffle extras in, depending on your preset, but yeah, for this one, that is going to be the only Cannonball you can find. There is some out-of-bound trickery you can do to also give yourself Cannonball and keep it. If you do some out-of-bounds, you can get into a cannon and get so far away from the active room that the room unloads before you bonk into the thing, and that similarly will prevent you from losing Cannonball. You can walk away with it. Easiest place to do that is up the Workers Path, up the room before Spider Guardian. Common place if you're in like a boost ball go mode or something like that, that can be a way to get yourself able to boost out of logic. I'm going to track down the rest of these keys, learn about the good news that Quad is also on the menu today. Luckily, with Annihilator in hand, Captain can freely get into Sanctuary Energy Controller, or Dark Sanctuary Energy, or Inghive Energy Controller, jeez. We'll get there eventually. After the fight.
Don't worry,
Annihilator line.
Use your words.
Seekers being seekers. There we go. So seekers have kind of been seekers on both sides. I definitely noticed. Excuse me, bro. I had a couple 3 cycles there with one of the seekers not always hitting target.
And here comes Captain, as you mentioned, about to figure out the tragic horror tragedy that he's generated for himself today.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to pick that key up. Don't blame him.
Yeah, the hard required Violet. Like, the fact that you couldn't even out of bounds to skip Violet was the cherry. Like, that was probably the highlight of this scene for me, honestly. Like, the Chica and the quad fights are the cherry on top, but the core of the goodness here was that Harry fight.
I agree. Well, Captain's staying on that main energy hint for a little bit too long. Don't worry. Don't worry. It only gets better from there. Like Transport B, that's not so bad. There's your Chica.
Perhaps not aware of this, how this room works. So, bruh, in the future, rather than taking this morph ball slot twice, if you just kind of roll to the very back of the room, that will hit the load trigger for the energy controller and allow you to reload the room and escape. It's a little bit faster than taking the bomb slot twice. The bomb slot is faster IGT, so that might be a strat you picked up from speedrunners, but it is slower RTA.
And for races, we go off of RT.
Exactly.
And if both racers get the same RTA, we have them do another seed for a tiebreaker.
Looking like a save warp is on the table here. I guess this is probably just heading back to Sank, unless so so we'll see if Bro looks for this Annihilator. Now, where was that Annihilator hinted?
Storage
Does Bro
A.
not have that info? Oh.
I don't know if it was hinted over there, but we know Annihilator is on Storage A.
Yeah, so I'm curious if Bro's gonna look for the Annihilator or just try to go mode this. I am not certain of Bro's knowledge of the Annihilator skip here. Now, Bro does know. Bro's pretty far up there in terms of electric knowledge and stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me if he is willing to go mode this from here. If he beelines an elevator here, then I expect that's pretty much a sign that we are acting like we're in go mode here.
It says transporting out, just gotta do quad skip.
Yep.
Do we dare skip quad?
Yeah, we will let the robot live. You know, once we get rid of the ing, the robot will probably come back to its senses, right? So why bother scrapping it?
Oh, do we really have to let the robot live? I mean, granted, it'd be rude to destroy him. He's sitting there in his little temple, not bothering anyone, sitting in hibernation mode. And then you walk in and give him all sorts of trouble. I mean, how would you feel if someone came into your bedroom one late night and just stared at you?
Emerald for Bruh. Pretty much useless.
What do you mean useless?
Turns out.
What, you don't want your Torvusens?
Yeah, strangely we got all the good info from the other, like we got everything we needed, honestly, hinted for us by the other translators.
And Bruh's just now about to pick up some main power bombs.
Like, aha, that was the logic all along.
Congratulations, you're back in logic. How do you feel? Probably doesn't matter.
Hampton off too. This was TTV or Torvis? I don't remember. This was Torvis, yeah.
Well, it was a place.
Sure looks like Torvis.
I don't know. I think we're gonna need a second opinion on that.
You can tell from some of those black pixels that it's.
Oh yeah, I can totally tell from the darkness that shows nothing. Oh yeah, this exact room. Yeah, totally. Well, how do you know that? Well, I'm blind. I don't go off the site.
Captain is routing this properly in terms of stumbling into all these Torvis keys early, so that's really good news for Captain, who will actually be in go mode pretty soon here. Just needs to ideally dive the portal like Bruh did, rather than thanks game. rather than finishing up the upper light Torvus checks here. So we'll see how Captain decides to route. We could give a little bit of time back to Bruh if he starts doing stuff like, the Torvus Temple fight or anything else, honestly, in upper light Torvus. Yep, Bruh is going for this.
What does Captain gain from this, from his hints? What is he trying to find information-wise? Probably nothing. There's nothing that he's really missing.
There's a universe where we need gravity to get all of the Torvus keys. That universe just stopped existing now that we found 2 in upper light Torvus, because nothing in dark Torvus is gravity locked. So now Captain probably not really looking for anything, and we're going straight to Boost Guardian. All right, I like this. I like this play a lot, actually. So yeah, Captain just saying, all right, all I need is this Jika key for Go mode. I know it's in Dark Torvus, so we're not doing a single other Light Torvus check. So we're going to do Boost Guardian. We can do a little BSJ to get over the gate, do the rest of Upper Dark Torvus, and yeah, this will pretty much be as fast as Captain could possibly have gotten into Go mode driving through Torvus here, so this worked out really well. Yeah, no intel on grapple, no intel on grab yet. And do a little BSJ here in high gyro access. As long as it's out of bounds, through a little hole in the ceiling here. Yep, nicely done.
Yep, the rule of thumb for Echoes is if you can jump into it, you can get out of bounds from it.
Mm-hmm.
Learned that the hard way one day trying to go through Mini Gyro Chamber. Thought you could roll backwards and get to the other side. I learned real quick that you couldn't.
A lot of these rooms, unfortunately, have some pretty awkward collision near the doors, which can make transitioning rooms difficult. Yeah, unfortunately, we transitioned it back here. Gotta get it back on high gyro here. There we go.
As we figured out, every room is inside a box, and that box is a very, very painful box.
Only the Dark Aether boxes are painful. The Light Aether ones are fine.
Yeah, but out of bounds movement in general is excruciating.
Yeah, so what we're doing here with these declining these rooms is called Aether jumping. We're exploiting some coyote frames that the game gives you, where if you start falling, normally by like walking off a platform, you have 3 frames that you can input a jump and have it still give you the jump. Just one of those kind of things that a lot of developers do to make the game kind of feel more fair to the player when you're moving around. But when you are transitioning from Aether to not Aether, you do start falling, and so you enter that, you get those 3 frames that you can input a jump. So relatively tricky, 3 frames, not a ton of time to get these jumps input. Doing a pretty good job of getting consistent with it though. And we go all the way up to the ceiling, and we can just completely avoid this quad fight, as well as, more importantly, needing Annihilator to get into the energy controller and retrieve the energy. Giving him a little bit of trouble here with this BSJ.
Don't worry, he can get it. We have faith in him. Okay, maybe we need a little bit more faith.
It looks like we might be aborting this plan. We're going to go back down to the portal, come back up, and open it up and just take the Verrat Bridge portal, I assume. Do like the idea behind the routing. Just unfortunately, some of the trick execution not working out too well for Captain today.
Yeah, but I'll give him credit. You know, at least he tried it. You know.
No, I like the game plan. Sometimes just the execution isn't there. Yeah, so you have bad days every once in a while.
It looks like Bruh's having a little bit of trouble getting height in this the Hive Temple.
I mean, this room's so tall. You can see how far we're looking down on Quad there.
Hey, buddy.
Quad's not exactly short.
We're just gonna go right behind you, sir. Don't worry. You go and
Yep.
stay sleeping. We're just going to take your prized belonging. Reminds me of all those security guards who sleep at work. I mean,
I
honestly,
know.
I used to be one of them.
Past the annihilator door, so we can go back inbounds. There is another way to get out of bounds once we're at the energy controller itself.
Oh no, chat's accusing us of theft. It's not theft, it's just repossession.
Yeah, Quad stole the energy first. We're just taking it back.
Oh yeah, we're acting on authority of the Aether Planetary Enforcement Team. We have a writ of possession for this item, and we will take it.
Yep, screw attacking to this corner. Relatively easy way to get out of bounds. And,
Borrowing without permission. I like that.
We need to get well away from that energy controller box there. There's a terminal fall, so we can go very far down. We need to get out of that box so that we float in the aether here. Bro's already done it.
Yep.
Let's get back up to the door now.
We do not want to go down. If we go down, we do not go up. And that's bad. That's why.
And now we just need to. Well, we do need to actually. We do. Need to, I always forget this. I cannot tell you how many times I've taken the energy and then gone to Tumos and been like, "I want my light suit, please." He's like, "You didn't return it, dude."
Oh, it's like, I have it right here. Can't you do something with it? I mean, can't you just put this energy into the controller?
We do need to get back in bounds, take the portal, head back to our friend O'Lear.
Really? Is he really our friend after hiding 2 Sky Temple keys that we need to save his world?
I know.
Like, hey, we need you to save our world, but I'm gonna hold on to these keys just for now.
So it could still, the end of this could still be a little awkward for Bra if Great Temple turns out to be just full of amber gates.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
It'd be pretty unfortunate. Now, entering from TTV, we can wall crawl in, and once we're in, we can wall crawl out. Similarly, actually, no, we're just fine. And then if we enter from TTE, the gate is open, and then we can wall crawl out. So actually, no, we're fine no matter what. And then from TTA, we can just wall crawl in. So I lied. Actually, bro's totally fine. As long as we can get back in bounds here. That's the kicker. Ooh, we're still on the temple access box here rather than Hive Gyro. That's a little awkward here. So we're trying to ceiling warp into Hive Gyro? I'm not super familiar with this wall crawl, to be honest, so I don't actually know what the normal way of getting back in bounds here is. But we're all losing a bit of time here. Captain now onto the Chica fight, and we'll be heading to Sank afterwards. Doesn't need to do any of this wall crawling stuff. We'll probably end up just doing the quad fight, which will take some time though. We are ceiling warping in? Okay. Alright, back in bounds. Did Bro really not activate the gate? I thought Bro did.
No, bro went just right over the gate. Never touched it.
No, we're talking about the echo gate here. Yeah, I'm probably open this.
Yeah, no, he went over the gate. He never
Oh, he
opened it.
didn't.
No, he went out of bounds on the turn. He's pulling the opening.
Well, he went out of bounds in this room, so all he had to do was open the gate first.
Yeah, but he never
That's
did
true,
open the gate. That's the problem.
Yeah, so that's a bit of a blunder, honestly.
As you might have saw on Captain's side, Chica Adult instantly died once he touched him with Morph Ball. That is the effect of Cannonball.
See there from Captain was the RTA strat. Just kind of do a little lap around the room and then they'll reload into this layer with Chica here. So yeah, we're gonna have to save warp, head back to Sank, then return the planetary energy. This starts to get closer. This sure starts to get closer. Captain really pretty much behind by like a quad fight, which is like a decent amount to be behind by at this point, but and I guess there's not that much left that can stop Bruh. So I think Bruh is still in a really strong spot, but honestly at this point, like, but for that death at the very start, this race is very close. I think really that Captain being set back, the 5 or so minutes of the start, probably ends up being pretty much the entire difference here.
All right, that's
Real
strike
bruh
2.
moment.
That's strike 2, TGC. You only get a few more of those.
So we take the elevator back into Sank, and we go up to the energy controller.
Oh, pandemonium. You know what? Welcome to the randomizer community, folks. This is what you can expect on a daily basis. Hey, don't encourage him, Shine Sparking. Don't encourage him.
The Annihilator was in Storage A in Aegon. Logically pretty late behind the power bombs in and Cache.
Just turn the other cheek up. Come on. That's it. I quit. This is the last one. I'm out of here. Not really, though. I need to make a living.
Like they're paying you?
I'm getting paid in laughter and entertainment.
Gotcha.
Are you getting paid as a participant?
I am not, unfortunately, but we do enjoy watching these runners put on a show for us.
Oh yes,
which,
lovely.
Gives us a good opportunity to give those runners a follow. They are playing pretty well today, both of them. Making honestly not that short of work of a pretty dang bad seed.
See, are you happy that you decided to step out of the race and join us today? Then
I can live without a airy Chica quad seed. Seems fine to not do that on a Saturday afternoon here.
Baja would already be done.
I don't know. Tough seed.
20 minutes ago. Hey, at least they're giving you praise for all the work you've done. Yeah, you are a talented runner.
Yeah, this seed's tough for me though. Like, because I like I said, I would have pushed really hard to break into temple runs without stopping following the logic chain before Airy, because who wants to do Airy? And I would have gotten punished for that. So I don't know exactly how it would have turned out for me.
Well, on the bright side, we've returned the sanctuary energy to its rightful place.
Yeah, one quick trip to Great Temple, and we will have all 4 of our missing SDKs all coming at once. From there, we just got to make our way back to final bosses.
Which hopefully is a skip and a leg away.
Mm-hmm. And Captain didn't bother to pick up one of the hive keys we saw, but as we see, that is not a problem. Little BSJ into a screw attack, and we are into the fight.
So we were here,
Loads of light ammo. Should be able to make pretty quick work of this fight.
Oh yeah, it's looking in pretty good condition. And no, Twitch, we never found out what Amorphous had. We're gonna let him live.
At this point, probably nothing. There's an outside chance of a grab or a grapple, but
I wouldn't mind having grab this.
yeah.
Granted, we don't need it, but oh, one shot away, Captain. Morph a little forward. That's okay. We're gonna make quick work with this light beam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like definitely very effective against the kneecaps.
And you thought bow and arrows were bad. How about having a beam of direct light poured into it?
I'm doing a little bit of baiting out the single leg stomps. That is one of Quad's less obnoxious attacks, and he will generally try to do it to you if you're standing right by one of his feet, as opposed to something like that spin where he is not vulnerable.
Yeah, I don't like that spin move at all.
No. This one's kind of annoying too if you can't break his leg in time. Oh, barely. Alright, we do lose the arm cannon, but we aren't going to be able to damage him for this time anyway, so that actually works out okay.
Now for phase 2.
Now, where was Great Temple? This went to Amber, I think? So, Bro might be looking to just do even more wall crawling. Nope, maybe not. Where is Bro off to?
Well, I can tell you he's off to a place. A very magical place.
Actually, certain. So TTE must have been Torvis entrance. I'm not forgetting an elevator. And TTA was. Oh wait, no. TTA was around here, wasn't it?
Yeah, Temple Transport, Amber and Violet were both in this area, I believe. I think one's off of Meeting Grounds, the other one was Hollow Eyes. Or I could be wrong about Hollow Eyes. I know Meeting Grounds had something good.
Yeah, Meeting Grounds I think was Transport Violet. And then Amber was I think one of those ones closer to where we are now. Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, we never found the Amber. And yep, for all the power that wall crawling has, it is usually not very fast. So, yeah. We're taking the slightly long route here to avoid that wall crawl.
Well, Quad itself only had an E-tank. How lovely is that?
This does route pretty nicely, particularly if Transport Amber here, or Transport Violet here isn't Amber. If it is Amber, we'll need to do a wall crawl to get out quickly, or we can go a different pathway out. Nothing on Quad, just need his energy. Does have the energy in hand, but yeah, bro, already being in Great Temple here.
Yeah, this is Transport Violet access.
Alright, do we need to do a couple last wall crawls? Yes! Alright.
Oh, dang. Locked behind an Amber.
Good news for Captain. Getting into the Temple Sanctuary fight should be pretty quick. We just need to go out of bounds and walk into the fight trigger. Getting back to this elevator is a little more annoying. I guess we could also take ride the light portals somewhere too. I don't know if any of those. If there's like a good way back to Temple Grounds from any of the other energy controllers.
Well,
Routing options available to us though. Bam! Screw attack gets us out of bounds in that morph tunnel, and if we hit the fight trigger for Alpha Splinter, it'll put us back in bounds.
That's absolutely fair. And it seems like chat's having a field day with puns again, so. I love seeing everyone come together. Connecting over the one thing everybody likes. And deep down, we all don't like. But we do.
Yeah, nice hour 54-minute Alpha Splinter fight. Good content.
A breast splinter. Come on. All right, now you're stretching it.
Did Captain return the energy? If so, he got back there really quickly, or did he forgore?
We might have a problem if he did. I know we took the light portal from ATS, but I don't remember if he actually went to the energy controller.
Yeah, I wasn't watching super closely. Whisper was working on that out of bounds, but he sure seems to have gotten back here quicker than I anticipated him. We'll see what happens when he gets to Yumas. He has not returned the energy. Oh no!
Oh, he's gonna find out the hard way.
Unfortunate mistake there.
I think this is gonna cost him the run. Just shoot the lumen off for that. Okay.
Wait. Does this layer not permit the secret world?
Where's the key?
Normally, so to get out of bounds in main energy controller, you jump on Umos' shoulder, and then from there, jump out of bounds. But I think Umos is standing in a different spot once you return the energy. So yeah, Brum may be forced to actually take a different path back to... Not liking Sank. Yeah, Torva seems good. We just need to get one back down to... Yeah. We go back to Torvus. And then that takes us... Or should we have to do the pirate fight? So there's the real third to last fight, is the Torvus Temple pirate fight.
Ah! You grab boost on Torvus.
Okay.
Look at that.
Sure. Cannonball makes quick work of the Dark Splinters as well as Dark Alpha Splinter himself.
Is Bruh still missing a key?
I don't think Bro is missing a key.
Did the second key from main energy spawn? Wow, no. Optus had a tracking delay. That's okay, Op, it happens.
Captain, I'm about to get the bad news here. We have not returned any energy yet.
He's gonna find that out. I was like, hey, there's the key. But, now he's wondering where the,
I think he realized.
Oh, Captain, why do you do this to yourself? Yeah, he's not happy.
Yeah, I have done that. I feel like I'm more likely to do this than actually do it properly. I'm so bad at remembering. Because it's not very common that 2 months is actually required. Like, you don't have to do this very often.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I'm going to open up TTA. This also went to Temple Grounds somewhere. Well, I feel like just save warping. Oh yeah, yeah. In
Yeah,
race time,
done.
Captain.
Yep, I done goofed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grab was on Torvus Energy Controller. Man, brought off to the races here. Just final bosses in his way. Even wall crawls remaining. We have both of the missile upgrades.
Well, as we're coming up to time, we will say goodbye. But not quite yet. You have a while to go. And yeah, Captain should have 8 dismissing 1 off of Ayumos 2.
This went back to Vault side. Yeah, we can use the Echo Lock to get up to ATS, and there we can get back up to Tumas or Olier.
Yeah, I'm thinking his mindset was, I have the energy, I need to make a beeline for main energy now.
Mm-hmm.
But he just forgot that one step. I honestly feel bad for him that it happened.
Yeah, no, really nice race altogether. I think just, there's a couple, the routing error here at the end, as well as the early unfortunate death, I think were really kind of what sealed it here for Bruh. Assuming, obviously that final bosses go all right.
Oh, I'm sure
He's
this will be
pretty
fun.
well equipped. No Annihilator for EI1. We'll probably resort to Super Missile strats. Not a great missile count. Hopefully Bruh farms a little bit here. Is he even going to take a safety save? Oops. Unfortunately, barely misses the save station and does a unlucky pause there. Bruh not farming missiles. Alright. Might be a bit of a difficult one cycle now. Without enough to fire 4 supers. We can fall back on Light Beam, which does pretty adequate damage.
And welcome to Emperor Ring.
Annihilator was in Storage A in Hagon.
Just off of main mining station.
As well. It looks like this will end up being a 2 cycle here for Bruh. Let's get a nice missile drop here. Unfortunately, the missiles are refusing to come. There we go. If that's Super 2, just one connection will do it. There we go.
And the energy return is complete. Congratulations, Captain.
Also a bit low on power bombs here. May need to go back to the bomb strats here for EI2. Sometimes the inglets will hook you up though.
So far they're not being done. Now Captain's gonna make a beeline right back to main energy controller.
Mm-hmm.
He's got everything he needs. He's just gotta grab that final key and end game. Say hello to Emperor Ring. Whose biggest weakness is a busted kneecap.
Used to be a boss like us till he took a screw attack to the knee.
I don't blame him at all. How would you feel getting hit by a however much that suit weighs coming at you at a spinning ball of death and destruction?
Rose definitely is space jumping very high here, which does make it difficult to do like multiple screw attack jumps and still be low enough to hit his hurt boxes. Can still do the fight this way just by kind of dropping down with screw attack rather than actually doing screw attack jumps.
Like you were saying. Perfect. And FaZe, I see that pun. You're stretching it. How do you feel about that one, bro? You're now emperoring. Oh, I love puns. And honestly, I love them. They make me smile. All right, chat. Time to play that game again. Will we get centered? Place your bets. Whoever comes closest, bro, will give a prize to. Granted, it's either a yes or no. So.
We bring the health down past about where her name ends. She can go into the center and become vulnerable to our normal weaponry. Until she does that, though, she's quite easily damaged by screw attack. Well, not easily, but quite damaged if you do it properly.
Looks like you hit him.
Oh, rude! Instant center. Yeah, unfortunately, bonking off her. You usually want to try to aim the screw attack bit to the side. You don't actually bonk into her, but the damage from your screw attack does extend a little bit out to the side to you.
Well, you tried, so.
Yeah, Dark Samus not being friendly with the RNG either.
Yeah, props
immediately
for
going
that.
to the center rather than giving a chance for to go for any more screw attacks.
And Captain has acquired all 9 keys. So, congratulations, Captain. Now time to make your way to the boss. And ow, super missile right to
Captain
the
will
face.
have been pretty close here. You should be getting close to the portal to Sky Temple before Bro finishes up here.
Oh, yeah,
You know, always with how quick Echo's final bosses are. It's a sign that the race was pretty close.
Great recovery from him.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, routing played a big portion.
Yeah, Bro played the seed a bit more aggressively. Honestly, so the interesting thing is, like, it both worked and didn't, right? Like,
Yeah.
Bro was able to do fewer checks and finish the game, but Captain did save time in a bunch of places due to the extra checks he did. Having Amber, having Supers a bit earlier,
Right.
having Annihilator.
I feel like it would be
So
even
like,
better.
I think it really just kind of comes down to the time lost from the death at the start, the full reset a few minutes in, and then the spider or the going to the Yumos without the energy. I think that really was about the difference in the race, but otherwise, very interesting to kind of see how the aggressive, item skipping route can be, just as good, or I guess getting more items and doing more checks can be just as good as playing aggressively and skipping items. Normally you would think if you're able to skip items, that's just kind of a straight up advantage. But yes, get your GGs in chat for Bruh, who does finish in first place with 2:07:11. Captain does enter a .F here, so we will get them both invited to the booth here.
Already it was great. But if Captain pulled off that screw attackless Seeker in MSB, finding that Annihilator early.
Well, we didn't have power bombs at the time,
Oh,
so
that's fair. Yeah, that
only would
wouldn't
have
really
been
do
able to
much
get
help.
the whatever the red key there was, which I think
You're
was just
absolutely right.
Yeah. Actually, that could have been bad, because that could have been Captain getting earlier all 3 Amorbus keys and might have been baited into a dead Amorbus.
Well, we don't even know what Amorbus had, so it's gonna have to find out what that is.
Mm-hmm.
But on that, we'll get that invite link sent out and have those two join us here momentarily. So please enjoy this calm ambience as you wait, while our soothing voices lure your ears. Or cause grave headaches, depending on how much you enjoy us. Probably going to be the headaches.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Captain has to say for himself after rolling that.
Now, you're making it sound like he's the bad guy with that. What do you have to say for yourself?
We are joined by Bro. Welcome in, GG's.
Welcome, good game. So, I guess the main question is, how do you feel about your key hints?
Well, I thought it was going to be like pretty much over, but it was not. It was not over.
Yeah, no, it was a very and we're joined by Captain as well. GG's, welcome in.
Hello, welcome.
GG's, bro. GG, congratulations.
GG's.
You ain't gonna believe this. So, you know that. Well, no, not that. Well, no. This is worthy. I'll classify this as worthy. You know that thing you're supposed to do when you actually defeat Quad for the Umos 2 Sky Temple Key, but there's the step in between.
You forgot to return the energy, huh?
I forgot to return the energy.
Yep, been there.
We saw you go straight for Cat West. It's like, wait a second, hold on.
And it's such a pity because that endgame route was beautiful.
It was golden.
Where was Amber at?
Amber was in Phazon Grounds. It was hinted in... Was it Underground Tunnel it was hinted in? It was hinted fairly recently, and recently in a relative term.
I don't think it was in Torvus, because you had it before ever... Because you had that hint when you got into Temple Grounds for the first time.
It might have been the Umos... not the Umos, the O'Lear hint.
Yeah, it was either Cobalt or like the elevator. No, the elevator hint was dead. Because I think
But yeah, I had hints for all the for Violet and Amber. I initially confused Echo for Violet, or Echo for Amber rather. I thought Amber was in transport to the Aegon elevator, but it was Echo, which was fine. That at least let me check the last two locations that Violet could have been in: Sentinel's Path or Airy.
Yeah, gosh, those elevators and those gates at the beginning were brutal. Like
they were. I think Amber Translator was required.
Nah.
Because there was no way to Meeting Grounds without it, and both of your ways into Torvus, the upper side of Torvus, were either through. You couldn't get there through. Well, actually, you could have gone through Temple Transport Emerald to. Could you actually hold on? Where did TT Violet lead you to?
Oh, that was Meeting Grounds. So I guess logically, Amber's required. I didn't end up getting it, so I had to do a bunch of wall crawls around Amber gates throughout the seed.
Yeah, because TT. There were Amber gates at TT Violet as well. So yeah, Amber was required whether you like it or not.
And all three of the gates in Great Temple were Amber.
They were all Amber. That didn't catch right away. I also kind of lost 6 minutes to dying to Dark Samus 1 too, which doesn't help.
Oh, yeah, I was being very careful because in that fight I think that actually happened in a weekly to me before, where I've seen it happen lots. You start in Dark Labs and you die on DS1. And it's happened to me a lot too. So I really wanted to be careful for that fight, and I was.
But yeah, it was a really interesting seed. So like that hard gate with the area was just absolutely brutal, because like you have so many items by the time you're like, I don't know, 20 minutes in, that like if you can go to get your SDK hints, you're probably in go mode. But you just couldn't get there.
Yeah, we had a
good.
We had a weekly way back in summer of 2020, I want to say, where Chica was required strictly for Violet Translator for that area of Temple Grounds access.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
But
like all four of the other Great Temple elevators, like you could have done some out of bounds to skip past those translator gates. But of course, the only two elevators you had access to were the two that you can't do anything about if you don't have the translator for. It's just
and I was gonna do Yumo's secret world to get out, but after you return the energy, he's in a different position.
Yeah, I didn't think about that too. I was was kind of wild. Yeah, it does. That did make the end game routing a bit more obnoxious for you. But yeah, like overall, it was actually a really interesting scene to watch because it was like Bro was able to kind of commit to the go mode without doing fewer checks, by being willing to skip Annihilator, skip Amber. But the captain got them relatively quickly, and they were saving enough time that captain was starting to come back. It was just kind of that death, I think, put it a little bit out of reach, unfortunately.
The death, I think, honestly, it was just more so me just flat out forgetting to return the sank energy.
Yeah.
I think that probably sealed my fate.
Yep, I threw last week CGC Weekly in a similar way.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go fight Spider Guardian, but I also had an SDK in O'Lear, and I forgot to pick it up. And I just went straight to Spider Guardian.
It always comes down to O'Lear, doesn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Well, if anything, I always say every seed is a lesson, and this one is, hey, when UMOS 2 is required, don't forget to actually return the sank energy.
That seems like an important step.
To be fair, I don't think I've had UMOS 2 be required in anything I've done in the last 6+ months. Now, granted, I haven't raced as often, but even still, UMOS 2 being required for me is kind of rare.
No, it's uncommon.
Yeah.
That's why, I'm not that practiced at the quad skip wall crawl because it's so rare that you need to do it. So when Bro's trying to get back in bounds, I'm like, yeah, I don't know exactly how people do this.
Yeah, the normal way is you go to ATS, but that is very risky because you can fall all the way down ATS, which has a huge Aether box, and I didn't want to risk that.
Uh-huh.
And just trying to ceiling warp into Sank Temple access isn't very easy, and most parts of main gyro you can easily soft-lock trying to do. So really for me, I've always just used the gyro part of it, because that almost always works.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate that you didn't have the Echo Gate opened up before you went up bounds.
And I forgot to do that. And what's funny is I could have grabbed Sunburst and used that. Sunburst was in it was in Windchamber Gateway. If I'd picked up Sunburst, I would have been able to get out of there.
That's funny. But yeah, the beam combo still let you open that backwards.
Yeah, the only other bottleneck before I had Red Sky Temple Key Hints was super missiles. If I hadn't found them at GFMC, I was going to go out of bounds at Hall of the Eyes to check them and then probably reset afterwards. But luckily, I went to GFMC first and got supers instead of going backwards because I got blocked by Amber Translator again.
Mm-hmm.
I went backwards, but I just went past it and got hints immediately without supers.
I will say, though, this could have been so much worse. Could you imagine if one of those Chicka keys was in Transit Tunnel East?
Oh, man. That would have been annoying.
I never saw Gravity.
It was on Torvus Energy.
Torvus Energy, okay. Yeah, by that point, my path was just to go to Underground Tunnel. I immediately picked up the 2 keys in Grove and Med Vista, and then that's when it hit me. Oh, wait, I have the hint. There's no more keys in here. It's all in Dark Torvus. And very luckily, the last key was just chilling in Venomous Pond. So, again, that endgame routing after key hints was really good. Because it was literally do a loop around back Torvus to get your light keys, do the front of Dark Torvus to get your last key and your 2 Sky Temple keys, fight Chicket for the other one, turn around and go to Sank, kill Quad, although I missed the chance to do that. I probably should have just done that when I was making my second pass. Because it was when I had Echo and I knew where Violet was, so I had an inkling to maybe go ahead and fight Quad. I was debating it, but I had no hints because, again, Translator's late to the bandwagon as usual. So I didn't have a hint. So I passed that up on second pass through Sank. But, yeah, after defeating Quad, it would have just grabbed all 4 keys and then that's all she wrote. It would have been a beautiful finish.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I play because Quad is slow to clean up, but having the energy return before you leave Sank the first time can actually open up some pretty interesting routing towards the middle to end of the seed.
Although I will say, shoutouts to the 180 no scope on my way back to Sank Energy Controller. Basically in the caretaker drone room when I did the roll shot I was facing the quad, so I did a 180, but the dark shot went through my back into the portal.
I actually didn't catch that. That's funny.
Yeah, I had there were a couple of highlights I liked. Screw attacking Bomb Guardian for one thing, which I still don't know how that works properly, but oh well.
Yeah, that was a good kill. You were about to say something, bruh?
Yeah, so I found that hint that Annihilator was 4 rooms, or was 3 rooms from Inghive Key 3. I thought Inghive Key 3 was in Mining Station B. So I was pretty sure that that Annihilator was going to be in Sand Canyon, and then it wasn't. Where was Annihilator at?
Storage A.
Storage A. Wow, yeah.
I didn't even get the hint for that. I just went right back after I picked up Secret Missiles because I spent like 5 minutes trying to do Secretless Mining Station B, couldn't do it, and then immediately happened upon Secret Missiles in Crossroads.
Yeah, I didn't have a PB going through there, so I wasn't able to get that. And I did go to Mining Station B relatively fast. Pretty much as soon as I got Seekers, I went there, and I did not have a power bomb.
It was also, when I was going back for Storage A and Mining Station B, that was also when it hit me, okay, my logic to get out of my opening area is main power bombs, because I can't go to Temple Grounds, I need and I need also a translator, but I also can't get past the door to main research without power bombs. So that's when it hit me, it's like, okay, I'm missing main power bombs somewhere, I could probably skip that, and then it hit me Sand Cache. I was going to check Hive Entrance at first, before Sand Cache, but then I saw Sand Cache was free, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yep, after getting Cobalt, I pretty much had assumed... Well, I guess it's after I got Echo. I was like... I mean, Ares probably required, considering that it's most likely Violet. And so I'm like, I'm gonna go to Aerie. But also... that means that main power bombs are probably going to be back in Aegon, most likely in Sand Cache because of Cobalt. And I picked them up later on, but I obviously was not worth going back. At that point, I think I had like 3 or 4 PB expansions.
I would also like to shout out the explicit placement of items. Like every topic of item was in one specific location. Like Sank was the place of cheeseburgers, Aegon was the place of energy tanks, and Temple Grounds was the place of missiles.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Like, I swear I must have come across like 4 cheeseburgers and Sank. It was like, okay, game, I don't need any more cheeseburgers. I ate lunch before the race, thank you.
Yeah, one thing that was kind of nice, so that Amber Hint led you to the cannonball, which also was a pretty nice time save.
It was. I did love having Cannonball.
Mm-hmm.
Where was Cannon at?
It was in next to Amber Translator in Profane Path.
Yep.
Mm.
So I was heading there anyway. I figured, all right, I'll do a quick peek for gravity boost. Oh, hi, Cannonball. Sure, I'll take that. I need it.
I think probably the biggest mistake I made was just doing Torvis before doing Sank for Go mode. I should have gone Sank first. That way I could have used like better elevator routing and also could have gotten Cannon after I returned the energy. And it would have just routed cleaner. So I should have done that, but I did not.
Yeah, that's interesting actually, because like normally it would be nice to like try to spike Annihilator, but if you knew Annihilator was in a region you were never going back to, then yeah, I think that does actually make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I had just really thought it was going to be in Sand Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
But Storage A never really crossed my mind. And I also wasn't 100% sure that the Inghive Keep was in Mining Station B. And I didn't want to go back and like look through my VOD for it.
Yeah.
At that point, I was just like, I'm going to do quad skip. And it did work out. It was pretty clean. I mean, obviously not like super practiced on that, but it went well for like not having done it very much.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I got to get my eye in on tricks for CGC because I was trying to do Dark Forgotten Bridge, reverse Dark Forgotten Bridge skip, but I forgot where I was supposed to space jump to, and by that point I was like, okay, I'm just going to take the portal and go around. It's 2 rooms.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise, like, mistakes notwithstanding, that was, like I said, a great ending to a pretty hilarious seed.
Yeah, it was good throughout. The beginning was like a very long logic chain leading to that area, and then the SDKs made it.
I'm trying
could
to
have been
think.
a free seed, not free.
I'm trying to think. Was light suit even required? I don't think so. I'm trying to think. It wasn't needed for Sank Map. It wasn't needed for Hive Entrance. It wasn't needed for Feeding Pit. It wasn't needed for FT. Yeah, I don't think light suit was required. I think it was just a convenience.
Yeah, nothing really crossed my mind for that. But I'll take light suit. Made my life a lot easier.
Was Poison Bug a key, or was that?
Oh yeah, Poison Bog was a key.
Oh yeah. That's right. So we did need light suit. Well, it was convenient that it fell on our lap because light suit is probably one of the worst last items to go looking for. Because it's in there's only a few places it can't be, and those few places, once you do get it, are scattered all over the place.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
But that being said, again, GG's. Thanks again to Op for tracking, and thank you, Volunteer Crews.
Yeah, it's been a good game. It's been a pleasure. You know, everyone here, I'm sure everyone watching enjoyed it. They all had a good time.
And GG's once again, brah.
GG's.
Yeah, and I think we're all happy to see you, Captain, get a taste of your own generating medicine.
Oh no, I will happily enjoy that for the sake of the audience. I figured that since the last race 2 weeks ago was kind of free by comparison, that this was going to be probably kind of trash. So yeah, I deserve that.
The understatement of the month.
Living up to your name.
I think with that, we have no questions posed by chat. Baja, anything else you'd like to propose to our runners here?
No, I think that's about it for me. Marion did drop all the links, so be sure to give these runners a follow, as well as our tracker Op and my co-com Marion. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
I am always here if you need some. I'm always here, sadly. But regardless, Captain, anything you two would like to add to our viewers out there before we sign off for the evening?
I don't think so.
Just that we've got Cross Game Cup coming up pretty soon. We've got some asynchronous seeding going on, and then we will have our group stages soon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Should be lots of matches getting restrained end of the month into December. So stay tuned for that. It's a great format.
So I guess with that being said, if there's nothing else proposed, we have everything from SpeedGaming sent. If you'd like, follow SpeedGaming with the links below. And if you're interested, they do have SpeedGaming Live is back with in-person tournaments happening the 9th through the 12th in Virginia. The information can be found on SpeedGaming's website.
So I think with that, we will see you next mission.
Yep. Have a good rest of the evening.